Alright, hey everybody. So we are going to, seeing how you were being attacked. And now we're going to see why you're being attacked. And we're going to use the images of the cards, not necessarily the meaning of the cards. I was led to be told to just look at the images, not necessarily what the meaning of these cards are, which is why I chose this particular deck. So yeah. So how you are why you're being attacked, not how you're being attacked. Why are you being attacked? Hold on. Okay. So, wow. You're being attacked. Imagery. Queen of Wands. So, Queen of Wands comes up, Emperor comes up. Both of these people very confident at the height of their knowing. You see how happy she is, how relaxed he is, how he's sitting there like, I'm cool with everything. I know who I am. I'm hearing Kanye, can't tell me nothing, right? Like, you can't tell him nothing. And then she's sitting here and she has this light in her hand. Like, she has the light in the palm of her hand. She's excited about it. If you notice, like, she's illuminated. She's surrounded by all these candles, but she has a light in her hand. Almost like she did the work of all these candles. Is her work. And she has figured out how to make the light. Why are they being attacked? Why is the 12th being attacked? Rebirth. Oh, wow. Okay. What else? So, because if you weren't attacked, you would have this magic in you. You wouldn't have fallen for the bullshit, because you know how to get from the in-between. You know how to juggle. You would have known how to use this confidence to get from the in-between to where you want to be. You were attacked because you have the magic to make yourself secure. You would have had the magic to do that. You would have had the self-confidence to do that. You would have had the headspace to do that. You would have been able to be yourself without I'm gonna just take this one. This one here, that fell on the floor. So you would have been at peace. Like, you're at peace with nature. Your nature is to be at peace with nature. You see how she's by herself, and here's this city, but she's out on her own because she's secure on her own. She doesn't need this village to know who she is. She knows who she is by herself. She's out here by herself, like doing her own thing. You were attacked so that you wouldn't know your inner knowing. You wouldn't know, so you would be blocked from your inner self. Because your inner self is powerful. Your inner self is confident. These are who you are supposed to be. You were attacked because you would have known when you needed to go into solitude and find your light. That's why when people go into their spiritual journeys, they end up usually leaving things behind, going to themselves, becoming a little bit of a hermit to find their inner light. But you would have known that already. It's instinctive to you to do that. So you were attacked to keep you from doing that. So now that when you isolated, you're not isolated to bring in the light. You're isolated in darkness, isolated in the shadow, isolated in the ego. Anything else? There we go. Yeah. You had an inner fire. You had an inner light in you. And you were attacked. How you were attacked to quench that light, to not quench that light, but to extinguish that light. And they extinguished that light to keep you from being confident in yourself, to keep you from doing the things that you instinctively know how to do. So, if you look at the previous video of what is a trauma that has happened to you, like, then you will see how they did it, and this is the why they did it. Yeah, they did it to break your heart, to cause you suffering. The hangman, to keep you in limbo, because this is your state right here. Your state is peace. Your state is elements here. Your state is balance. Because you see how she's on this beach. She has the fire. She has the water. This wind is blowing. All the elements are here. You were balanced, and they stripped you of that balance. They attacked you to keep you in a state of anxiety, to keep you from seeing the truth. Again, this to me symbolizes this is your higher self, and this is you right now, your higher self looking at you like, look at her, how tied up and blind she is, right? Like, she's tied up, she's blind, she's binded. And if she could just look, if she could just take this blindfold off and see herself, this is you. Well, this is who you, this is you, but this is why you were attacked. Because this is how they're attacking you. This is why. This is the why and the how. Why? To keep you in limbo, in fear, in anxiety, from the truth, from yourself. And your inner self, your higher self is looking at you, your inner self as well, is looking at you, cause this is really like a portal. Is looking at you like being tied up and distracted by all of this extra restrictions and expectations and all these external forces that have gotten you from being yourself. Keep you from your abundance, to keep you from your happiness. That's why they say the pursuit of happiness, because you're going to always pursue it. If you're in the pursuit of happiness, you're never going to find it, because you're always in the pursuit of it. Yeah. To keep you from your priestess sides, to keep you from tapping in to your higher self, from tapping into your spirituality, to keep you locked down. The why is because you're spiritual and it's natural for you. You get this information. You would have known how to navigate. You would have known how to use your intuition. Why you were attacked? Because so you wouldn't know that this is you. So you wouldn't know that this is you, instead of this being you. I think that's it from that one. It's already turned out. There's a reason why that was turned out, because I made sure that all of these are covered. You are attacked to keep you being these multiple people, right? These are all this person, but they're all outside of him. Keep you fragmented, to keep you so that you wouldn't be whole. So that you wouldn't be loved. So you wouldn't know the light. Keep you in a state of confusion. Keep you there, because you could take this as him getting a download, but you can also take it as a state of confusion. Like, look how he's looking down, and this almost looks somewhat painful if you look at it a certain way, right? It looks almost like he's looking behind himself. Like, there's two of him here. One is looking at the wonder, and one is receiving it. But you were blocked from that, and that's why you were blocked from that, so that you wouldn't have this this knowledge, so that you wouldn't have the wisdom. You wouldn't have this wisdom. You wouldn't know love. You wouldn't know the love of the divine. Oh, that flipped over too. Yeah. They fractured you. They fractured you to keep you, to make you have all of these all of these selves instead of being holistic. You have these different personalities that show up depending on what is going on in your external life. Like, so like when you're at work, you have the work you have your family you have the you when you're upset, you have the you when you're with your significant other, you have your you when you're with your friends. Like, you have all of these yous, all of these fragments to keep you from being the one self-assured, confident, knowing person that you truly are, to keep you from being the high priestess, wherever she is, right here. That's why. That's why. Let's see. Let's see. Give it a tag. I think that's probably enough right there. Love, yeah, love again. Spirituality, personality, yeah. Why you were attacked? Because your personality, your true personality of love and light, fun, the innocent, not even innocent, but just like childlike. There's too many cards. It's a whole bunch of cards. Love, spirituality, keep you from those things. Because you had a defiant nature. They knew you would be defiant. Had you not been attacked, you would have seen through the bullshit. And you wouldn't have went along with the program. You wouldn't have went along with the program at all. You would have been too resilient. You would have been too, that inner knowing would have made you resilient. And you still are resilient. That's why you're here. But you would have known, you would have seen through everything. They wouldn't have been able to hold you for as long as they held you. Why? Because you are the high priestess. You are the emperor. You were meant to be confident. You were meant to be spiritual. You were meant to be able to receive downloads to make your life better and those around you life better. And had you not been attacked with your confidence and your self-esteem and the other ways in which they attacked you, you would have had a easier way of downloading and responding to your intuition, to source, to God. Yeah, you would have had the confidence. You would have had your inner confidence. Not your ego, not your arrogance. Actual confidence. You would have had peace. And we all know that it's hard to have peace of mind. They wouldn't have been able to disturb your peace. That's why. Because it's chaotic in this realm. Your sexuality, something about your sexuality here. So maybe you were attacked back with your sexuality. Maybe you were made to feel ashamed for being sexy, or maybe your sexual orientation. I'm not sure, but transition. So now it's saying that you're in a transition phase. So you are getting ready to become who you were always meant to be. But this is why they attack you. But now you're transitioning into that because you're realizing how they attacked you and why they attacked you. Now you're finding out why they attacked you. You don't attack weak people unless you're weak. You know what I'm saying? And if you are weak, you try to attack people when they're in a vulnerable state. And usually that happens when you're as a child, through various means. Something flipped over. Attitude. I feel like this is a present card, not a past card. I think your attitude now is, fuck that shit. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me now because I know why you attacked me. I know what you're trying to do to me. And I'm not here for the shits anymore. Fuck your attack. You got me fucked up. That's your attitude right now. As you transitioning and finding out the truth, you like, I don't need this anymore. I know what this really is, what this really about. I'm not 100% self-confident in it yet, but I'm learning the truth. I'm transitioning into the truth. And your attitude is very boisterous right now, very cocky, very, very loud. Even if you're not loud inside of you, that voice is becoming louder. That attitude is becoming louder because now you feel a way. So think inspiration, yeah. This is double fold. I feel like you're getting the inspiration to become who you were meant to be, but you also are going to be an inspiration to others. Other people are going to see you through this transition. They're going to see your attitude, and it's going to inspire them to look within themselves and see what's holding them back. Absolutely. All right, I think that's it. I'm being told that's it. So that's actually fairly quick. But I do see that feels like that is all that I'm getting right now. So I think the summary for this is that you are being attacked. Sorry, I got my laptop on, and I'm trying to keep it from shutting off on me. Give me a quick second. I got so much stuff plugged in. Okay. So yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you right now. I don't think there's anything else left. So yeah. Once you, at some point in this journey, you're your voice, like, not even at this some point in your journey, just make sure your voice is heard. Make sure that you, and this doesn't have to be on a channel, it doesn't have to be on social media, it doesn't have to be to anyone else but yourself. But make sure you are voicing your opinions. You are taking your self-confidence back. You are voicing who you are inside. And you will become more confident in that. That's basically in any area. If you don't feel right about something, voice that shit. That's how you get your confidence back. That's what I'm hearing. You getting your confidence back by voicing yourself. By learning how to speak up for yourself. Okay, yeah, that's it. So why you were attacked? Because you're magical. Because you're spiritual. Because you had a very high self-confidence. You had a very fiery personality. You could make shit happen. And you were attacked because you were a threat. You were a threat to what this realm doesn't like. You were a threat. You weren't going to be, if you wouldn't have been fearful. You wouldn't have been you wouldn't have been able to, you would have seen through the illusion. You would have been hella defiant. So you were attacked because of it. Okay? But that is all I'm seeing. I hope that this resonates with someone out there. And until the next reading, I'll see you all. Bye, y'all.